Hello all. Yesterday we took this and turned it into the Gibraltar 3-tier stand for Wayne Harris. This is how we did it. Okay, so in line of collaborations, I'm here with Wayne Harris. Wayne, who are you?
I am the keyboard player of Giovi, the UK's #1 Bon Jovi tribute band.
And who else are you? Airtight?
Oh, Airtight 80s, yeah. Also play keyboards for them, which is basically the same members of the band, but a different bass player. And we got a gig next week at Fat Lil's in Witney in Oxfordshire, so come on down to that.
So I'll make sure I post this video before
the
video.
Yeah.
So why is Wayne here? Well, put basically, Wayne has been looking to build a Gibraltar keyboard stand for a while, and he finally got to the point where he has got all the bits together, and we're going to put it together. Now the thing about a Gibraltar keyboard stand is when you see kind of the Ed Diaz video that's on the Gibraltar website, you know, it kind of goes together and you don't see the sort of stuff that you have to do. Now I'm standing on a raised platform here. He's 4 inches taller than I am, and therefore if you took my keyboard stand, which we did a few weeks ago when Wayne was over to try and size it up, we realised that whereas for me to play my keyboard stand, it's actually about right for me both either sitting down or sitting on a stool, but for Wayne he needs about another 3 or 4 inches.
Down there, wasn't I?
Yeah, you were playing like this,
Yeah.
which obviously if you're standing on stage for 2 hours, 3 hours a night, doing that is not a great thing. So we've had to order some longer poles.
Yeah, for my ginormous legs.
So what we're going to do is we're going to put the keyboard stand together. We're going to video us putting the keyboard stand together. We'll obviously feed it up, but you can see what's involved putting it together. And then, you know, guys, if you want to buy a Gibraltar keyboard stand, believe me, they look absolutely awesome when they're lit up on stage. So if you are in a band, a stage band doing this sort of stuff, you know, consider it. I will warn you though, they're not cheap, are they?
No, they're not. No, my God, they're not. No. But you know, I spent what, £6,000 on 2 keyboards, flagship keyboards. So why not get a decent stand?
And this is the important thing about these Gibraltar stands, and Wayne will attest to this, being a gigging keyboard player, which I am not at the moment. But when you're on stand, especially if you're running 3 tiers of keyboard, which is what you do, the key thing is stability. You want to make sure that, you know, when you're hitting that lower keyboard, the middle keyboard or the high keyboard, they stay where they are. Nothing worse than them doing that. And Wayne's been subject to keyboard collapses, haven't you?
I've had every keyboard stand you can imagine over the last 20 years, and you know, you start playing it and they're wobbling, and you know, I think the only one I've had so far has been a quick lock, and that's been really quite stable. But it's not 3 tiers, so that's what I need.
Anyway, so let's get on with this. We're going to shut up, we'll get on with this, and hopefully you'll see the fruits of our labours. Not that it's going to take an hour on here, but it's going to probably take us a couple of hours to get this thing built and set up. We've also got Wayne's Montage here, we've got the Kronos here, and we're going to go and get one of my smaller keyboards to act as, because Wayne has a Hammond
XK1C.
XK1C as his top layer, which he hasn't brought here. We'll just get one of the smaller keyboards that I've got here.
So I can't fit it in the car.
It goes in the Giovi van.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get going. Remember, like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Go over to Instagram and follow me there. Go over to Facebook, follow me there. That's where the normal notices are. And consider becoming a Patreon. Okay, so here is the completed article. You would have seen it through the video as a sped up version of myself and Wayne putting this together, all the bits we had to do, measuring, cutting, etc. We've taken chunks out of this thing to get it to the right height, which is the advantage of this system, is because it can be custom and tailored to whoever's actually playing it. Now for me, I would probably say for standing this is brilliant for me, looking at it. I can hit each one of the boards with no problem at all. I can see the screens on each one of the boards. So for me, actually this works quite well, but my stand's about 4 inches lower because I use mine in a seated position as well as a standing position. It works for me like that. But it's not for me, this one, it's for Wayne. Come in, Wayne. And as you can see, Wayne is taller than I am. By about 4 inches. So obviously it needed to be up higher for him. So for him, he's not extending to get to the lower tier, he's not extending to get to the mid tier, and he's not extending to get to the top tier either. So for stage work, this we think is good for him. So I mean, the proof in the pudding is going to be the Airtight gig on the 5th of August, is it?
Next Friday, yeah.
Yeah. So there's an Airtight gig at Fat Lil's in Swindon?
No, Whitney,
Oxford, which will be the first outing for this keyboard stand in anger. So if you want to see this and you want to see Wayne playing, it's going to be on the 5th of August, Fat Lil's, Whitney. You'll see this keyboard stand on stage being gigged, and you can also sort of quiz Wayne on how easy it is to set up and put down, but give him a little bit of slack because it'll be the first time he's done it on his own.
Yeah, I may be on the phone to him for quite a bit now.
But hopefully this video has been useful to you guys in terms of putting this together, because we get lots of, Wayne's had a number of contacts on his personal social media when he said he was going to put this thing together for himself to use. I've had numerous people contact me about it since I've put this built the stands for myself in the studio. Yes, it does take a little bit of thought, a little bit of working out to actually put it together. But once you get it together, it's very, very flexible in terms of moving the keyboards ups and downs and getting the angles right and moving the keyboards backwards and forwards, which we've customized to exactly how Wayne wants this to work for him. So it's not a keyboard stand you bought off the shelf. It's a keyboard stand we have built. It's a customized keyboard stand to meet Wayne's requirements. And I hope you've enjoyed this, but from me and Wayne, all I can say at this point is live long and prosper. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.
See you later.